How's it going, kiddos? Handsome Jack Boy here, bringing you guys the 4th episode of my Borderlands Dust Waste Legendary Weapons Guide. And in this episode, I'm going to be covering the Laelaps. The Laelaps is a Atlas repeater pistol, and the prefix for mine is RF Pearl Laelaps. The prefix for you guys might change. Now, as you can see there in the red text, it says, "This time you'll look at my back." That means that the Laelaps, when equipped, gives you a 100% foot speed boost, and you do not lose foot speed while aimed. It also has a plus 100% to its projectile velocity, and if you can get this thing with an elemental effect, it has a slightly increased tech pool, so it has a better chance of spawning with a higher elemental multiplier. And the last thing, which I thought was really cool, is that it can spawn with a troll accessory. So if you guys don't know what the troll is, it's a vanilla game legendary repeater that has healing properties. So if you can get that on this thing, you'll have yourself a Laelaps with the additional effect of being able to heal you, which is quite handy. Now, what do I think about this weapon? Well, let's just say it's not really meant to be a weapon in a sense. It's more of just a utility-bound weapon in that it just helps you get around from place to place rather than being used in combat, hence the increased movement speed that it gives you. But other than that, it's really just a above-average repeater. If you can find one with an elemental effect, or better yet, one with a troll accessory, then that will give it more of a reason to use it in combat, but it's really something that you don't even want to use in combat unless you really need to. The main purpose of this weapon, though, is to get around quickly, and this footage doesn't really do that justice. I will show you guys in a second after I clear out this area a better demonstration of that movement speed in action. Now let me just say the movement speed is extremely handy. Like, I'm talking extremely handy, because there's a lot of walking you have to do in this game, and that increased movement speed is especially helpful during those sections. So even though it's not the best to use against enemies, it still comes in very handy. And it's definitely one of those items that I highly suggest keeping an eye out for if you're farming for the Dust Waste weapons and items. But it's just yet another reason I love Mr. Grimjow's or the Dust Waste custom gear is because of the unique effects. And, you know, in this case we have a weapon that's not really effective as a weapon, but as something to get around quickly. And I think that's really neat because the special effect doesn't necessarily have to strictly be combat oriented. There's a whole lot of other things you can do, and you know, I just think the movement speed idea is amazing. But right here you get to see the true movement speed. I'm basically just making my way to the TARDIS station loot room. Gonna hit that up, and this is really just to show you how much quicker you can get there with this particular weapon. But yeah, the Laelaps is essential in my opinion for getting around in this game, and you know, especially after playing this game for so long, I just can't even tell you how much it's been of use. It really has helped like a lot. But apart from that though, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this. I know this was a bit of a shorter guide, but this is just one of those weapons that there's not a lot to discuss. And I would show you guys what this thing is like with the heavy gunner comm, but it's really not too much of an improvement. Of course it is an improvement, but not by a surprising amount. The fire rate does get pretty insane though. It kind of turns into like a machine pistol after I get a kill. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'm out of here. Peace!